Hey guys, welcome to episode number 30 of my Road to 1 build series. Today I'm definitely going to be finishing the Morytania hard diaries. A couple more requirements, a couple more quests. I need to do a game of temple trekking as well as the White Knight training ground or whatever it's called to get piety. A couple more things to do, but I'm getting very close. And yeah, let's get started. We're going to start off just by selling off some crap. And then we're probably going to invest the rest of that into getting my prayer to 70. Which we didn't quite do last episode, but we're getting pretty close. Okay, after selling off everything, we have about 6 mil to spare, and doing the rest of this with all the requirements is going to be pretty much the rest of that money, but we'll do 1,000 dragon bones for now, and that should be enough. Okay, here we are back at the good old prayer grind in somebody's house. Don't know who you are, shout out whoever. We just hit level 68 prayer, and I think we're going to have to go buy a couple more dragon bones, but we're pretty close, and I thought it would be a lot more expensive to get 70 prayer, but it's actually really not too bad. Okay, there we go guys, that is going to be it. Just a couple spare dragon bones, but that is going to be 70 prayer, and we're probably going to leave it here for a decent amount of time. It's a little expensive to get up, and we now have piety as well as chivalry, or whatever the other one's called. So we'll have to go unlock it though, but it's good to have it. Alright guys, it's finally time to do one small favor. Never done this quest before, I know it takes a while. I have a Slayer Music 1 guy loaded up, so shout out to him. And yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay, so it looks like we just have a couple favors to do. We're in Barbarian Village. Honestly, right, this shouldn't take too long. Just a small favor, right? No, I know. There's probably like 15 of these things and we have to do them in reverse. So we'll go ahead and skip forward because each of these aren't particularly interesting. Okay, wow, that was not a small favor, but we finally finished, well, we finished the halfway mark. We got all of the gnomes. Lights repaired, so now we just have to go do this all in reverse now. Wow, I actually got a smithing level from repairing the weather vane. Actually gave me 300 experience for repairing that thing. Unfortunately, I don't think you can repeat that at all, but whatever. Okay, there we go. We finished one small favor. That was definitely a lengthy quest, but with the guide, it was not too bad. We kind of ran through it in about 55 minutes or so. So we're going to get 2,000 or 20,000 XP worth of skills. And then we're going to put one in construction. Which will level me up enough to start making oak larders. And the last one will go into agility still. So that brought us all the way to 36 construction from like 30, which is pretty good. And we can now make a bunch of other random stuff. And the last one is going to go into agility, which should get us, well, 10,000 experience closer. And we'll probably only have like 30k left. And it brings us to 1375 total level. Okay, the next quest I have to do here is the King's Ransom quest, which I've heard is very easy. So we have all the requirements done, and let's go ahead and complete it. Wow, I have never seen this cutscene before. There's a little court battle. That's interesting. Oh well, hopefully we can win. Oh well, what a surprise. Looks like I've been duped once again. These guys apparently are evil. That's what I get for not really reading the dialogue at all, but oh well. Okay, there we go. King Arthur has been freed, and we just completed the quest. There is 33k defense experience, and 5,000 magic, plus an extra 5k we can put in something else, which I guess we'll just toss in agility just to save us a little time later. Okay, finally, there we go. After hours and hours of training on this course, there is 66 agility. That's all we're going to need for the diary requirement with a +5 boost. That'll bring us to 71, which will be enough to climb up the Slayer Tower Spike. Finally, happy to get that done. Okay, so the last skill requirement I'm going to need is 50 construction, which we'll just do oak larders for, and it won't take too long at all, probably only 20 minutes or half an hour. Hold up, it looks like my friend was actually down to do a game of Trouble Brewing, which is like impossible to find otherwise. Unfortunately, I just have to AFK here pretty much for 20 minutes, but I'm going to do a couple things and get enough points so I can buy something afterwards with my money. Okay, there we go. The final score was 0-0, but I was awarded 100 points, and with it, I'm going to buy something called the Stuff, which I'm going to try to use for a later video, but it's just a pain to get, unfortunately, otherwise, but we'll go ahead and buy 2 for now. Okay, so we're just finishing up the construction grind, build us last larder space, and that will be level 50 construction. There we go. We can now actually make portal rooms, which is actually going to be really useful. I have not made these yet, and I didn't even think about them, but actually having 50 construction, I should have got this a while ago, because this is going to be extremely useful. Okay, so we're just going to make a portal chamber here, because I'm kind of excited to try to set this up. Never done this before, so you make the portal chamber, and then I guess you need to make the thing that redirects the portals here, and of course you have to make the actual portal. Okay, now after we made the portal, we'll make the centerpiece, which will make the limestone redirect, or whatever it's called. And yeah, now we just have to direct the portal to somewhere. Now, I was told that you need to be in the proper spellbook to do this, but it doesn't look like that's the case. We'll try to redirect here, click on nowhere, and then we have enough for a Kirill teleport. And yeah, no problem, we just built one, and now I think you can still go through it. Alright, the last quest I have to do for this long grind for the diary requirement is in aid of the Myrick. Myrick is apparently how you pronounce it. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to do this last quest here, and then that's going to be it. We can finally go ahead and get the Morytania hard diaries completed and grind out some Barrows. Okay, there we go. We pretty much repaired the entirety of, what's this place called? Bergderot. All the furnaces, banks, and general stores have been repaired. Okay, there we go. We finished the quest. Really not a hard quest, but pretty time consuming for how little the rewards are. But anyway, we needed it and for the quest, and 2 quest points is always going to be helpful later on for getting our Barrows gloves. Okay, so most of my medium tasks have been completed just by messing around in Morytania, but there's a couple left, one including cutting a hollow tree, so we'll do that now. Next up, I just have to make a cannonball in Port Phasm, I'm going to call it, which should be pretty easy, just make one here, and after that we have to make a Guthix balance potion. Okay, there we go, we did both of those. The Guthix balance potion seems kind of useless, but we did it for the diary. Okay, and we're just finishing up the second to last one. We just boarded the boat. Last up, we have to go kill a terror dog, which is actually deep in the haunted mine, I believe, so we'll have to actually gear up a little bit for this, I think. Okay, I never knew any of this existed. We have to kill just the terror dog, but honestly, I'm just going to kill Tarn. I have no clue what it gives you as a reward, so we'll just go ahead and do it. Look at the tentacles, oh my god. So we ended up getting actually 5k Slayer experience for completing Tarn's Lair, and we also just finished the diaries, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead and toss that experience lamp into... we'll put it in Slayer, why not? That should get us a Slayer level anyway. There's 61 Slayer, and there we go, we're all ready to do the hard diaries. Okay, so now that we have the required prayer level as well as King's Ransom done, I'm going to go ahead and do the Night's Wave Training Ground, I think it's called. Going to be some easy experience as well as unlocking piety is always going to be useful for later. Okay, so this really wasn't too hard. We brought a stab, slash, and crush weapon, but honestly we just ended up using the whip the whole time because the Granite Maul is not a useful weapon. That's all I had that was actually crush, as well as the DDS isn't that great, except it is technically a stab weapon, but we're just flinching the final boss here, which is Sir Lancelot, and once we're done this, we will get 20k experience in all of our combat skills, which is actually quite a bit of experience for how little time this takes. Yeah, there was 80,000 experience as well as the prayer unlocked. And we just hit a hit point level as well. There's level 78 hit points. Finally getting up there. Okay, so one of the diary requirements is actually have to grow some mushroom spores. So I just have to hope that this doesn't die overnight. Because I really wanted to finish this today, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we'll plant the mushroom spore and hope. Alright, another easy task is just squeezing through this railing here, which seems a little dull comparative to the other ones. But there we go, another hard diary complete. Okay, so we finally found the right rope. We got a +5 boost from the summer pie, and there we go, we got another task complete. That was pretty easy as well. Okay, thank you, my watermelons successfully grew. The first time they died, unfortunately, but there we go, got some watermelons. I'm going to even have to harvest them all. Looks like I already got the diary requirement. Let's just drop those, don't really need them. Yes, my mushrooms grew as well. That is the only thing that could have gone wrong. There we go, let's pick these mushrooms, and boom, there we go. Only a couple more tasks to do. Okay, we just killed a cave horror. Actually, never done that before and forgot I can now actually do this as a Slayer monster, which is good. The thing is, I've unlocked so many random things just from doing quests that I have not actually been paying attention to what I can now do. Okay, now we have a mahogany log to cut, which is taking a fuck long time. I don't know who would ever cut mahogany logs here. It's a really pain in the ass to get to, but whatever. I guess this is the only way to complete the diary. Okay, now we have to actually pray at the nature altar while having piety active. A very interesting combination of things you need to do there, but there we go, got that done as well. Okay, another one we gotta do is mine a mithril ore in the haunted mine. I didn't actually know they had these kind of the things that are in the motherlode mine, just to kind of like ore in the wall. I didn't actually know that existed here. Of course, it's way too far away to warrant going to, I would say, but still kind of interesting. So now the temple trekking minigame. I don't know what the hell you do here, but I literally just didn't do anything. It just completed it for me. I guess if you're unlucky, you reach an encounter. But I don't know, it was pretty damn easy. I didn't do anything, and I prepared for nothing pretty well. There we go, got to the temple, and that's pretty much it. Congratulations, you've completed all the tasks in the hard diaries. That is amazing. It's been a goal for quite a while. So we're going to go have an extra 50% runes from Barrows, which is the main reason I was doing it. But we'll also get access to the bone grinder, which will help grind bones and get you experience when you're not even burying them, as well as we'll put another 15k into agility. Okay, there we go. We've charged our trident up to 2,500 charges. We have literally no money left. 48k is all we have. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of Barrows runs next episode. But for now, I'm just going to do one just to test it out. Okay, our first loot after getting the diaries complete is going to be kind of shit. Oh well. We're almost at 200 runs, and then we can start our grind. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. I've done probably 8 runs I think so far, and this is the loot so far just in runes. I haven't got an item at all yet. But it's looked pretty promising. That is upwards of 500k, and from 8 runs, I think is pretty good. We're definitely going to go ahead and I'm going to try to do at least 100. So this episode, I definitely got a lot of quests done, but we also got some stats leveled up, mainly our prayer and construction. Plus, we got a whole bunch of quests done, and more importantly, the Morytania hard diaries, which is awesome. Getting our skills up for that is also going to be extremely useful. Feel like getting some of the other diary requirements is going to be a lot more attainable now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.